Hey, welcome back. We're back. I trying to do the minimal stuff I can, so I haven't. Zero, yeah, we're here. I haven't checked if everything works, and apparently the sim is not here. Hang on. I need to select the correct source, and it's gonna be there. Did I play a different game last time? I don't even remember. So we go here. Oh yeah, I had 2020 selected. And boom, whoa. Green, hang on, no. Anyway, we got the new plane. We're gonna try it out. I think it's gonna be great. I really hope so. But I haven't launched it yet. Looking something good. I mean, there's a bit here. I mean, it's a bit too transparent. Actually, I think maybe I can fix that now. It's just the green lamps are too hard on me. That's the problem. So we're gonna fix that. But before, maybe we can have a look here. So the plane here is here. It's the cows, the DA40. If you remember, they are the one behind DA42, aka Mr. Tommy and the band, and it has been fantastic. So we're gonna fly this one. I got it from Orvex today, and I haven't launched it yet. So if anything doesn't work, it's probably on me, not on them. I'm pretty sure they tried. Like, they tried really hard. Also, I need to relax. Whenever I'm at computer, I lean my head forward and then my neck hurts and I hate it. So that's the plane. It's cool. Also, you can notice it has this trailing nose wheel, which is absolutely terrible. And there's a few liveries, like literally a few. I think my favorite is the whale one. I don't know. I sort of like them. My flight school had a few of white planes because it cost less to get them. So why not? The whale livery is pretty cool, isn't it? So we're gonna fly this one. Now, the real question is, where do you fly? Also, Kev, nice to see you. Yesterday I felt so tired. I was about to watch 10 stream, but I just took a nap, like Dryzen does. But it was like 2-hour nap. And yeah, it was a bit too much. I'm also slightly tempted to try it on VATSIM, but that depends maybe on the weather. Also, it's super snowy around here. I like snow. So I'm wondering, Canada, Portland. Let's try Portland. Or maybe let's try Canada. I'm slightly tempted to go on VATSIM, so any of you can fly along. But I need some place like without ATC, aka uncontrolled airfields, so it don't make too much of a mess. Yeah, when you can fly in the whole world, what do you even choose? Like, how do you know? All right, let's go somewhere here. I think it's gonna be great. Like this. Does it count as an island? I mean, technically it is an island. I mean, my neck again. So yeah, I think we can do that. Rose Hardy sounds about great. Yeah, the signature triangle Canadian airports. What are you even doing here? All right, let's do this. Parking 9. There we go. Let's get in. Now, it will take some time for me to configure my peripherals, if they even work. So don't worry about that. Actually, I think we can choose multiplayer. Alright, I'll go back and choose multiplayer.
Brakes to request ground services.
GSX. No. Don't do this to me, GSX. Alright, the weather outside is only slightly frightful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy there, cowboy. Alright, so far so good. One thing I really like about this walk around mode is that we can really see the scale of the plane. Like it feels like I feel the scale. Also, this plane looks a bit weird. Like the canopy is super bubbly, and the engine is like super small and tiny. I think the regular DA40 that I flew looks much beefier. Like this one looks like a kindergarten DA40. I'm already following StreamVersary. I can't follow any more than I do. I know, Gabe, don't worry about that. I just don't want to be nagging people, so it's StreamVersary nagging people. You get the idea. Also, I saw the sea in the wreck, so I thought, why don't we fly in Canada? Alright, now the myself being transparent thingy. Let me fix that real quick. That making it better, not really. Again, I still can get back into the groove of things. Like my whole stream setup is a bit wonky. Let's have a look. Alright, the apps are here. So yeah, I'm using Spotnext as always. Let's fill in Volanta. Let's say we go to the same place for the time being. No. CY. What? CYZT. Yeah, for Hardy. Just like chat with the bots. I mean, the bots are getting better at chatting. Can't take that away from them. Right, so that has been fixed. Now the big me. No, we need the small me, and we need. Bloody hell, it's here. Alright, so don't mind, my camera is upside down, so that's why you see it's upside down. It was just much easier for me to mount it upside down. So if you go to chroma key here, and I think that looks about right. Aha, nailed it. Right, I actually watched some video after bothering all of you last time about how hard it is, and in the video they said you have to take some time to dial in the correct number, otherwise it's gonna not work, and you really have to be correct about your number. That's it. Whoa, 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 no. Sorry, I'll get this red light off. Or do you want the red light on? It doesn't do anything, it's just there. Maybe I'll keep it there. Oh, I forgot my track AR. Will it work? It actually works. Oh. What'd they do? What'd they do? Hang on, it's supposed to pause. Don't mind me, I'm just here doing things. So the way it works, I can show you, is here, one Windows open, 3 screens away from where I am. It's not fun. So the way I do that is, I see the problem. I have my profile here, which I use, and I have the keys selected here for center and for pause. And I have those keys mapped to 2 of the buttons on the side of my mouse, so I can center and pause this with just clicking this mouse button, and it's actually pretty amazing. It seems super loud. Right, so now I can put this on my headset without making it all too dizzy. Only slightly dizzy. No, it's a bit cumbersome, but I still like the track AR. It's super good. Alright, discovered. The Versary are pretty cool. So, I think they... Whoa! Hey, Joe. Oh, there's 2 of them. Joe and Junet. Alright. I don't think there's anything we need to take off here on the walk around, like Kev forgot one time, or Fork and Toaster forgot one time. But actually Fork forgot it on the 737 and didn't have the airspeed readout. It was hilarious, I loved it. Alright, so these things are not here, so we can jump in, and now we need to configure everything. Of course this is not working. Of course this is not working. Right, whenever I rest my head on the headrest, it takes approximately 2.5 seconds for me to stop doing that and get my neck absolutely wasted. I know why I do that. Why I do that. Oh, come on. Oh, I can't resize that. Well. I'll just move myself a bit more to the side here. Alright, so what we want to do today is get this guy. I think my DA42 profiles should work. Okay, that's the rudder profile. Now we need this guy, the stick. I'll actually fly it with the stick. The problem is, so the stick is right-handed, and when I try to use it with the left hand, there is a bump going in my palm, which I am not a fan of, but it's hard to buy a stick that doesn't have that. Alright, that looks better. That looks better. The pedals might not be animated like in the last one. I'm not sure why that's the case, but somehow it is the case. Also, it's super dark in here. Does anyone want to fly along? Because I need to get the multiplayer on. So let's just restart the flight and get the multiplayer on. Hey, Agent Presta, you are here. Welcome. We are trying the DA40. I've been waiting for it a long time. I'm super pumped about it because the DA42 is absolutely fantastic. I didn't fly it all so much, but it flies just great. And now we have this bad boy. So we're going just over here in Canada, Port Hardy. Right, let's do it again. That's me. How are we doing? And the important bit is here. Custom, live weather, real time, and air traffic off, multiplayer, all players. There you go. Now you can fly along. And we are on some server. I think we're on North Europe. I'll check that in a sec. Alright. The jam in. Number 2. Okay. Loaded. It always scares me because the button doesn't pop up here and I'm like, the ready to fly. I'm like, is the same cook did? Nobody really knows. Also, it should be the second StreamVersary and you might getting this like happy anniversary thingy when you come into the chat. I'm not sure if it's coming up there or not. So if it is there, good. If it's not, well, sad. I did set up the date today and it technically is the last day of the limit where I can do that. So it should work, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. AP? What do you mean AP? Oh, it was GSX talking to us. Someone said it before, happy stream anniversary, thank you. So it's actually the affiliate anniversary, which was on the 16th, and they give you like 2-week period to do that. And I did set a date, so hopefully it pops up there. I don't know. Alright, this works. The brakes most likely work as well. Why did I mistake those two icons is beyond me. They're somewhat similar to my brain. So we go here. We go filters, assigned. And it's not showing up. Alright, it's just not showing up. I think we're good. Alright. Throttle check. Prop. Nada. Okie dokie. So let's set up here. So I don't fiddle too much with spots. And inside the pop-up. Yeah, congrats. Thank you. So maybe the pop-up just didn't work. Anyway, it's in title. I don't know. It's my first time doing this. Last year we skipped it altogether for a whole year or something. I don't even remember. So, one problem with those Chaos planes is they don't eat well with spot, and I need to set it up from here, which I usually don't do. So it's a bit of a murmur, but why not? We'll get there. Alright, Bravo. Oh, no, wait. We need to clone this. Duplicate. We'll call it... Oh. GA single. Perfect. Okay. Prop. Other axis. There we go. So that should be good. Mixture. Oh dear. I can't delete you. I thought there was like an X. Mixture axis. Alright. I think it's gonna be the right one. And get a power. Okay. Because I have my phone at work. Yeah. I also don't always get those pop-ups, so don't worry about it. Alright. Mixture. Alright, mixture works, but it's reversed. Same the prop. Cool. Feels a bit painful setting up this on stream, but on the other hand, I'd rather spend my time with you and not alone setting this up. So don't worry about it. We'll be flying soon enough, I hope. There's a chance. Bravo. Where's Bravo? Oh, there it is. Right, filter assigned. No! I need to click this setting thingy and inverted axis. Okay. Go back. Oh no, the cat is back. The cat is back. One will miss is override the backspace key finding when you're in the menu. It's simple not to do. It's never a simple thing. It is never simple. Alright, cat situation is on. Alright. Now it works a bit better. I'm curious, but I really like the new bindings in the sim. What's this black thingy here? I don't understand. What's this black thing doing? Like maybe... Do you need to click it so we can go into cutoff? That might be the thing. Uh-oh. It broke. Oh, it unbroke. Cool. Alright. Now, where's my trim assigned? Is it even assigned? Because I will need it. Maybe my control setups are overcomplicated in some cases. I actually started using SPAD back in 2020 because configuring everything for each plane and changing all those things was not cool. So I started using that, but now I don't remember what is what. It so should be. My cursor is in a field where backspace could be as disconnected by... Yeah, I know. Coding, you know, there's always something. Ah, it's just those buttons simply don't work here now. Oh, great. So SPAD just froze, so that's the problem. That means we need to restart it. I think something disconnected briefly. I might have some power issue with all the things I have connected, even though I'm running through a powered USB hub. Looks like something died there. So now we go back here. Okay. Yes, so this is where I have my trims assigned. Okay. Very confused. There's like 3 hats on this joystick. I want to double check where I assigned it to. But this doesn't seem to work. But it might be because we don't have the electric trim. Alright. So let's try to start the plane and we'll set this up later. Nice plane! Hey Super Tom! You got there. Yeah, it is very nice. But I haven't flown it yet, so if anything doesn't work, it's on me, not on them. It is indeed super nice. I have flown a similar plane once in real life, but this is slightly different. So I flew the diesel version, basically. Also, I'll double check the sound effects because I usually run a compressor and whatnot on the sim, so the limiter... We still have compressor and limiter, so the sounds will be a bit different than when you run this for yourself. So, one thing I like about the new sim is we have all those checklists, so let's see if they're actually here. I never remember where things are. Checklists. And I think cows being cows, they really added everything. Woohoo! Cool stuff. Alright, elevator trim. I'll just move this around, so I think we're good. Let's keep it this way. My head is just slightly in the way. Right, elevator trim, neutral. And click it. I can finally click those things. Actually, I do keep it here. Yeah, we'll keep it here. Keep it in my head. Alright. Throttle propeller mixture. So they say, oh, I like that they added some explanation what to do. Also, super down, thank you for the follow the other day. I can replay it for you. Oh, or maybe I cannot. Yeah, because I switched to Twitch alerts. I can't replay it anymore. Anyway, thank you for the follow the other day. I appreciate it. So, throttle glider prop high mixture cutoff. That's set. Parking brakes. Right, so that's released, that's locked. Let me check if my other binding works. No, it doesn't. Right, parking brake is locked. So normally what you need to do, you need to step on the torque brakes and then lock it. But here in the sim, it's not implemented. I think it will get everyone mad. I set my parking brakes, but they don't work. What's wrong? Oh, because actually you need to first step on your toes and then lock it. Right, ignition off. So this one doesn't have the fade deck. The one I flew had fade deck, which is super nice, but this one doesn't, and it makes it more exciting to see. Ignition is off. Alternate air. So there should be some weird switch somewhere. Oh, there's the legend for it. Where's the switch itself? I think the arrow is pointing where it's supposed to be. There we are. So that's open, that's closed. Cool. Volko the second. Welcome. Great to have you here. It's been a while. So if you don't remember, this is the static pressure for the altimeter. Normally it goes from the pitot static tube or static port, but there is alternate source, usually from inside the cabin, to use when the other gets iced up or whatever. And one thing to note is the pressure in the cabin will be lower because they're getting sucked out. So the altimeter will indicate slightly higher. Hey, master's off. Right, this off. Alternate static right. No, hang on. I missed the masters. All lights off. So off. All those for us are off. So instrument follow line text position strobe cabin 3. What's cabin 3? Is there some cabin lights? I think they mean those lights. And there is 3 of them. Cool, yeah. So let's just go through this slowly, and in the meantime we'll review everything. Circuit breakers, hang on, check all in. So they're all here. Let's see, they have the white. They do have the white color, so it's not the most visible one, but it's here. So there is the white color when it's popped out. It's a bit hard to see, but it's there. So also like to run my palm over it so it's easier to feel. So these are in. Are there any other circuit breakers? Not that I can see. Flap selector, check up. The flap selector, or could it be? It's here. Also, I'll double check if my flap selector works. From the throttle, it works. So that is up. P2002JF fuel pump. That should be somewhere over here. So they're both off. Battery master. Check that already. Now we get it on. Alright, so battery master is on here. G1000 powered acknowledged. So we powered it and we acknowledge the messages here. So enter and exit here. There's a big warning here. Alright. We don't have our plane icon, but maybe it's not a big deal. Let's choose map settings, and I want heading up. But we have heading up, although it's showing north up. And I'm not sure why this is the case. There is also the same problem in the default planes. So let's get it to track up, and that should be much better. Worky. We'll be back. Cool. Enjoy the work. Flight controls. Well, they are not free because there is a cat in my lap. I cannot really move them. So the important bit here is that it will, like, your legs are here, so it will hit your legs or instructor or passenger leg. So it's a good idea to warn them before you hit them, and they'll get hit anyway. But at least they have been warned. Now, I don't have free movement because there is a cat in my lap. You just here enjoy the work. I did say enjoy the work. I mean, there is non-zero chance you can enjoy it. So the hope is there. The hope is there. Flaps full travel test. All right. So we get them down, and the indicator here.
Test okay.
Tow system test okay. Good. Should be good enough. We can also have a look here. So this looks good to me. And this looks good to me. It does pay the bills, I guess. It does pay the bills. And more. Alright. So now it's up, and it's up here. Cool. Fuel selector, lowest tank. I see. So if the plane is not sitting level, but maybe the pavement is a bit uneven, we want to select the lowest tank. So I can see we are just so slightly banked to the left. So let's select the left. Also, I use this opportunity to check it. So you see there is this thingy that pops out, and when you want, well, this round, gray round thing. So to move it to off, you have to actually pull the round thing, and then you can move it to off. Otherwise, it will be blocked. But here, you just flick the switch and it goes there. And it's not animated, so it would be nice if this would be animated, but it's not super important. I remember the Tecnams, it was animated. Okay. So I don't know how much fuel we have. We have... oh. Like almost full tanks. Why is the green not here? Interesting. Also, they wrote there was some hotfix about some airspeed thing, so I hope I do have this hotfix downloaded. Fuel sector, lowest tank. Before engine start checklist completed. So I really want to start following the checklist, but more often than not, the checklist in the sim are missing something, and whenever there's something missing, I'm like, alright, so I spent all this effort to do this, and it didn't help me, so what's the point? I see my trim is not working, so we'll probably need to fix this later. Right, doors closed and latched. Why the ding dings? Now ding ding. So that's the door, and is there a door in the back? I'm pretty sure there is. There we go. There we go? And there we go. So there is a door here, and that's about it. Alright, so the pilots can, I think, get on the either side. Yeah. So there is walkable area here and a step on the right side and same on the left side. However, the passengers can only get from the left side. Oh, and the walk area is also indicating that. I wonder if there is a step here. No, there is no step, so we can just jump. I don't feel comfortable jumping from the planes because I feel like I might hit them with my feet and, you know, stumble or damage them. So I'd rather use the step whenever I can. Also this looks pretty nice. Boom. Okay, so let's try to close it. I'm just trying to run everything so I know how to do it later. Ooh, ooh. reorder. Right, this latched, that is latched. So we seem to be good here. ACL strobe on. What's it called ACL? I don't know. Throttle. Well, throttle open 2 inches. Like, I feel like I need to take a measure to the plane so I know how much 2 inches is. That looks like about 2 inches to me. Bottom edge aligned with the bottom of the E. Bottom edge aligned with the bottom of the E. There is the E. Thank you, cows. I appreciate that. See, that's the smile that I really like. So they told us the bottom edge. So that's 2 inches. The bottom edge aligned with the E. No, top edge aligned with the bottom of the E. Hang on. Reading problems. So top edge of the throttle lever is aligned with the E. There was a bit of a riddle. No, bottom edge aligned with the R. There's 2 throttles here, so that, right. Looks about it. Fuel pump on. Whoa. Mixture. Full reach for 3 to 5 seconds. 1 mixture reach, 2 mixture reach, 3 mixture reach. Okay, so that's doing the priming. So it's, yeah, not fading. We need to do the priming. Throttle open 1 inch. Top edge aligned with the bottom of the E. Right. I think we do this a few times and we remember what the position is. Propeller area, clear front and back. Clear prop. Right, no one. Actually, where's Joe? Joe! Just be careful, Joe. Ignition key. Start max 10 seconds. Right. Oh. Both, and now L with the mouse drag it to start. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. I thought it was running. Perfect, it didn't start. 1 engine fires, mixture full reach. I saw this procedure in the other plane the other day. So you prime it with fuel and then you go to the ignition and only then you do the mixture. So I think it was running. Right, let's kill the music for a sec. I have my engine sounds a little quiet, so maybe that's a problem here as well. I don't like those engines blaring in my ear. I just don't. So let's try it again. Mixture fully reach. The throttle goes to 2 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I think I have primed it enough, or maybe over primed it. So let's try it again, but oh geez, I need 2 hands. Right, it's gonna be hard. Mixture idle. For 35 seconds, did they say then idle? Well, that's probably what they mean. Right. Whoa. All right. That is great. So it's sputtered. Whoa, I love this. Plunge fires. Alright. Oil pressure. Let's see. Maybe we should have read that. And it's running so rough. And doing this sputtering sound. Oh, now it's coming up. I love this. Like, I saw the streams when people showed this before release, and I had a feeling they simulated the engine very well, and I think it's really very well simulated. Like, I tried to read the features, and it might be like per cylinder and whatnot. Right, where's the oil pressure? It's here in the green. Right, throttle 1000 RPM. So the way it started, that was actually amazing, because what happened is I killed the starter a bit too early. So it started, then I added the mixture and killed the starter. It went down and then it slowly ramped up again. Pretty great. I love this. So actually, let me try to kill the filters. Hang on. So we get just the vanilla sim audio. Alright, there we go. So far so good. That was super cool. Right, throttle is at almost 1000 RPM. Fuel pump is off. Fuel pressure, it's here in the green. Alternator master on. And they say check for RPM drop. So it's 99. Alright, 1000. 980. Alright, so there's a minor RPM drop. Voltage electrical load check. So we need to go. Alright, there's amps here. So the volts are in the green and the amps are not zero, which means the battery is charging. No, just mean, okay, I'm not sure the amps are connected. I think it's, so it's delivering some voltage there. 8 amps. Yay, server, I love it. I hope the sounds are okay. The engine is not super loud. I have this headphone simulation, so that's also why. Right, so that's checked. Engine start check is completed. I am so proud of myself. After engine start. Mixture, ground lean. Alright, that's the thing. I'm not super sure how to do that. Pull mixture back slowly until RPM drops. Whatever you say. So basically we're looking for the max RPM. Alright, so it went to 10 and then dropped here. So that's where we need to be. Lights as required. What do require? So I think they missed the position lamp. Actually, they got the strobe, so that's okay. So we don't need the strobe. We start the engine. The strobe is because we don't have the beacon. The idea is that the strobe will attract the attention of anyone who is here, so they will know we're about to start the engine. Standby horizon cage. Pull to cage. All right. Nothing happened, but I think it's okay. Flaps take off. Bio, hey Pokora, how are you doing? I love how 10 reads your name. I'll be doing the same. We are flying the new plane. It's my second StreamVersary. Although I've been off for 1 year. Happy days. And the plane just came out today. So far I'm loving it. When we started the engine, like it's sputtered and it behave like an engine would. It's not just you run the start and it's running. It's like I may be running, maybe not. So that's fun. I super enjoy that. PW tests. On, annunciation plus amps off. Okay. So there's speed of heat. The arms, where's the arms? Alright, so we're showing 8, 9 now. It's going up to 15. The annunciation went off. And off. Alright, and there is the alert. Avionics master on. So now the avionics that are off is anything that is not super essential, which in this case is just the nav2. In some place, in one plane that I used to fly, we would have the second display off. So the first display was hot wired to the battery bus, but the second display was actually wired through the avionics master. So when you turn off the avionics master, the second display would go off. And when it's off, all the engine pages were duplicated over here, which you could also get when you get this backup. Yeah, so you see all the engine things are here. Oh, they're always here. No, they're not always here. See, when the second display dies, or when you use the backup mode, this is what you will get. All the engine things here. BRB, I have to make my Klatsya, aka dinner. Do you enjoy your Klatsya? Big fan, Spood. Looking good today, my man. Thank you. The plane is super cool, yeah. I really like it. So, goes back, avionics master on, and those nav2s should pop up in any minute now. AFCS, I'm not sure what that is. PFT. Teach me something new today in it. Kolacja is dinner in Polish. Checked. So we started the engine and it was like, they have a procedure that you first prime it, then you have mixture off, and then you run the starter until it kicks in, and then you put the mixture in. So what I did that, I killed the starter, and the engine like, oh, maybe not today. And like, oh, maybe actually today. And it's like, it's great, I loved it. So that made me very happy, and I think they like simulated like by cylinder and whatnot. They actually like simulate the combustion somehow. That's what I read on the big list of features. So this came back on the nav2. I increase fuel, decrease fuel, reset fuel, assist. That's for the leaning. Fuel calculator. Cool stuff. Transponder mode code. I don't know what they do in Canada. I think because there are the ICAO land where ICAO is based. Also Spood, whenever I start leaning forward, just smack me right in the face. I don't know why I do that. Code 2000. Alt is good. Altimeters. Right, for that we need to have a look here. Let's have a look, see. Error. It's not my flight plan. New flight. UYZT. The other question is, where do we go? Where do we go? Let's see. Wow, this place a bit desolate. I like it. There's port alleys. Look at this funny road. Alright, there's cats here. Cat 5, but Port McNeil. Allard Bay. You know what? And there's Victoria. So, never been here. We can go to cats. I like cats. It's actually like cat 5. Alright, buckle up. We'll be doing Cat 5 approach. You don't often do that. You've heard Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3C, but have you ever heard of Cat 5 approach? We'll be doing this today. Happy days. And I went here because I wanted to see my weather, Z weather. Actually, why didn't we run this in the sim? I know, we actually have Navigraph here. And wanted to pit it here, but I somehow failed. Why have I failed? Right, favorite bar, add favorite, Navigraph chart, very favorite, yes. I think that's good enough. Oh, count Navigraph. Right, luckily it's just opening the browser somewhere. Spood, is your teaching done for today? Have you learned? Actually, I started using Duolingo recently. I tried it like long time ago and I didn't like it. It was rubbish. And so I started using Busu to learn my languages. And it was okay. And now I saw Fork using it and I was okay, maybe I should give it another try. And I gave it a try. And it's so much better now, I actually like it. So now I'm using 2 apps to learn my languages. So, right, saying that I'm slow doing all of this would be an understatement of the year, and it's only January. But, fret not, I like it. Whoa, I think large is maybe a bit too large. It's medium. Let's. Oh, the green screen. Hang on, we need to fix the green screen. Which part is? It's this part. I did not see what's wrong before. I am on the right change. It was okay before. Right, it's back to normal. Is it okay? It's behind my face. I think it's okay. My mic is working, it's just me being dumb and muted. I was saying, yeah, let's just make it big, otherwise you can't read it. But the sidebar is just humongous. There is the map scale as well. Right, I'm struggling with it. Right, lights here, so we do hide it. And the thing they absolutely need is this. The night mode. Yes, I like my night modes. Always. So I was saying we'll be doing Cat 5 approach. Get ready. Cat 3C is 00 visibility and ceiling. Cat 5 is... I know. There's actually a cat on my lap and I'm not sure how to handle it because the poor creature will get knocked off. So I was looking at... Ever heard about... Yeah, I heard about it. So reset. I have all of my opinions, but I'd rather not talk about it here. Vaccination. I have the FAA makes the right calls to make it better and safer for the future. That's my hope. We'll see what happens. Fair enough. Yeah. Where is the weather? The weather. Hello airport. Need the weather targets. So 29197. That was the thing I was looking for. Right, Boris and outside. I have a hard time remembering which knob is which. 2-9er. 9 or 7 is set here. Now we need to set the... Whoa. The other one. 2 9 or 9 or 7. That's 300. 1 2 3. That make it work? No. Oh, it actually did. So one line is 2. So we're 1.5 line, which gives us 3. Do I see that is that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines between 90 and 00. So each line is 2. So we need 1/2 line down from 300, 0, 0. I think that's enough zeros. Okay. The wind 1 to 0 at 13, gusting 21. 15 studded mouse visibility, scattered 010, broken 023. Yikes. Overcast 075, temperature 5. Right, remarks couldn't read. It's just the report for the report. Okay, I think we'll just look at the chart here. I'm not fan of the fact that it's pretty small, is what I want to say. Like the stylus is pretty big, but there's not much space in it. And my goldfish memory strikes back. 1 to 0 is the wind. Yeah, it's not so bad. It'll be fine. It's actually okay. So this technically is super VFR because the scattered doesn't count as ceiling, only the broken counts as ceiling. So it's broken to 100, which is 600 meters for us Europeans, which is okay. As long as you don't get yourself in a cloud. But I also see like some rain showers there, and the mist has a tendency to put 0 visibility in the rain showers. So as long as we don't get there, we'll be fine. So let's go to runway 11. It seems to be the main runway anyway, with all the fancy lights. That's 5,000 feet, which is 1,500 meters for us Europeans. And off we go. So let's go back to the checklist. After engine start. Oh, well, did all that. Altimeter set, autopilot test perform. Okay. It's a good idea, but how? How? And there's altimeter, there's like 2 of them. That's so nice of them. Alright, I think the least we can do is just get the flight director on. So it's showing roll and pitch, and get the autopilot on. And it's showing green. Is there anything more I can do about it? I don't actually know. Dee-doo. Okay. So I have my doubts about it. I think there should be something more sophisticated. Oh, also, let's have a look at this. Or S, read 179 for 210. Alright, so just like 1-2 degrees off. Have I tested new airport in Riga? I'll have a right for credit. No, I haven't. I've been staying away from the airport sceneries for a while because the Missus 2024 broke my heart with all the sceneries working or not working, and I just don't feel like being a tester and don't want to test it. So it's 162 on the runway heading. I'm doing that because we set up our FMS, which is just a big name for a G1000. Our flight management system. Tried it to Riga and Gdańsk. Oh, that's a good route. Have you followed our good friend Hidden? If you haven't, absolutely give him a follow. It's here in the chat. You can go and click follow. The guy is from Gdańsk and streams a lot of good info. I can recommend. It's in Polish. It's super fun. Cool guy. So I was saying I'm using, so instead of using the left hand side of the primary flight display for those knobs, I'm using the same knobs from my navigational display. The reason is that I can reach that with everything with my right hand. So my right hand goes here, here, and here, and I don't have to cross it in front of me, which is super uncomfortable. Seen it once. Good content. Yeah, he's very good content. Can recommend. 10 out of 10. Anyway, I was saying 162, 162. So I'm using this heading knob. Oh, and this is showing up. It didn't show initially when 2024 released, and I was super unhappy about it because I use this feature a lot. So that's 16. Oh, it's actually showing up here. So that's 162. Back to English, Polski is prohibited. You're fine to write it. I just read in English, but if it's easier for you to write in Polish, you have my approval. But I'll just read in English and answer in English as long as you understand. If you don't, just let me know. I'll explain. So the thing is, I feel very uncomfortable switching languages for no reason. I was going to English school with native speakers and they were prohibited to speak Polish, and I learned to like, alright, this is the English box, this is the Polish box, you don't mix them. And I'm like, alright, I just speak English and it's English. I mean, I can, I just don't like doing it. Oh no, this guy, I won't fall for it, I will not. So funny. Alright, our elevation, let's double check on the chart. Also, I low-key want to buy for flight, but it will cost me like €1,000 per year to get Jeffs and charts on for flight, and I'm like, oh, do I do that? I really want, but is it worth it? The elevation 71. Oh, actually it's okay. Elevation is the highest point on the airfield, so we might be lower than that. And if you look here, the elevation of the runway threshold is 43, which is more or less where we are. Say English. Alright, you can type in Polish. Actually, I saw typing Polish the other day, and in English in the other day. You can do that, but yeah, you can type like Janusz, who went to the UK in 2005. Jeez, 2005 is a long time ago. Man, we barely joined the EU back then. All times. So the threshold elevation is 42 here, which is like around 40. Yeah, and see, UK managed to leave the EU in the meantime. Those guys. And there is the 70 elevation here on the runway thresholds. So that's interesting. I'm still living in 2020. Yeah, me too. I think the world stopped. For better or worse, I also feel like I am pretty much in 2020. My man. Alright, the FMS is all set. Do I need those guys? Can I maybe get rid of that? Will it be easier for me if I get rid of that? It's funny that settings are my favorite in the settings. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Cool. FMS has been set up after engine start check is completed. Taxi. Okay, now we have a cat situation, so I might die. Just know this. I need to get the cat out of my lap. Sweet little kitty. Ah! Alright, I'm dead. Cat is not liking it. Alright, cat is gone. Sorry, kitty. Yeah, the tablet in 2024 is super cool, but I always forget it's there and I'm not using it. So when I just fly offline, I just have Navigraph to my side, and I'm happy with that. But here I can have it for you, so I don't have to switch the windows all the time, which is just much easier. But what I don't like is there's not much real estate. So it's taking half of my screen, and it's not packing a lot of information. Right. Let's just double check what are the runways here. So there's runway 11, which is super duper long. So we're good with that. I don't know, maybe Asaba did it. I'm actually super happy that they added the tablet in the first place. Oh, I was checking the elevation because I wanted to set my altitude, like pattern altitude. So running up, that's 1100 for the pattern altitude. Also like that the tab is the hotkey for tablet. What I don't like is that it does this popping in and out. You see it's bigger and then it gets smaller. Like, if you get rid of this border, I would save so much space. Anyway. Let's reset the view. I think this zoom level is comfortable for me. You can more or less see what's going on. So, right, one thing I would like to have is to be able to change small, large, medium, like with some button that's always available, so I don't need to fiddle with so much. So that's a bit of a bummer. So if you go to settings here, can I rearrange those guys? Like, it seems like it should be draggable, but I cannot drag it. Anyway, not a big deal. So, fuel selector, fuelless tank, which is right. So, on up, there we go. Text light on when moving. Alright, I'll get it before moving. Working brake. Forwards go, backwards stop. Oh, release. Hang on. So now let's get my tracker. So I'll step on the brakes, release that, and let's see if the brakes are working. Brakes test. Step on them. They are A-OK. Whoa, 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 whoa. The alternator. Man, the sounds are fantastic. Flight instruments, check. Yeah, they look good to me. Do you think we should check? Alright. Let's do the taxi. I still prefer the 2020. Yeah, I can see how one can prefer 2020. So one funny thing about this aircraft is the nose wheel is... Jeez. The nose wheel is precastering. So I need to turn with my toe brakes, which is a bit nasty, to be honest. You can probably see that better. So I just tap on my brake and it does this, and there is like no link from the cockpit to steer that wheel. So it just goes wherever the plane goes, which is okay unless there is a strong crosswind. Yeah, it's super funny, but taxing it, man, it feels awful. Like the plane goes where it wants to go, not necessarily where you want to go. And when we turn left now, we'll have wind in our tail, so the wind will be pushing our tail to the left, so the nose will go to the right. Polish zdrowienia. Yeah, they're fun. They're not easy to translate, which sometimes I have an issue with that. So it's super nasty in this plane that you taxi with the torque brakes. You steer with the torque brakes on taxi, not with the rudder. And I really don't like it. So now I have full left rudder and see the plane is just going there in the bushes. And I need to actually use my toe brakes. And if I just let it go, it will turn into the wind. So I need to correct for that. So I'm riding the brakes all the time. I think the maintenance must be costly. Also, there are taxiway lamps in the middle of the taxiway. Come on, Asabo. I thought we were better than that. Oh, one thing I wanted to start taxiing on the center line. So let's leave some room in front of us. Stepping on the brakes, parking brake locked. Let's see what the checklist says. Before takeoff. Oh. Aircraft orientation into the wind if possible. So that's one of the reasons I want to leave some room over there. Yeah, English don't have this. I don't even know what's the word in English. Like, Like there's pig and piglet, so there is aircraft and aircraftlet. So I think they do this a lot in US, that they go like 45 degree into the wind, and it gets you some more cooling. Like this is the main reason. Alright, into the wind, parking brake set, engine instruments, hot oil maybe in the yellow. So right, the oil is not even close to being yellow. So all good here. Circuit breakers, check all in. Right, no white colors. Doors closed and latched. And check that before, but there is temptation to not check again. But the idea is that you double check it. There is a manual which I cannot read. No, no. I live in Poland. I live in Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo, aka Wrocław. That's right, for the week. I've been here last many years. Right, mixture for each. At altitude, some leaning may be required. Right, we're not hull altitude whatsoever. Throttle 2000. Right, I'm looking at the audio levels, it's okay. And see how it's shaking, like vibrating? I love this. Also the plane sounds are super nice. Now, remember, even though the parking brake is set, I'm still having my toes on the brakes and they are full in. Propeller cycles 3 times. So by cycle, usually in the planes I flew, there was some limit that you don't want to drop below. Alright, so we want to check if it goes down, and usually what we do, we first look at the RPM, it was going down, then we look, thanks. I think I started learning English in pretty young. I was 8 and I was going to English school with native speakers, and I never lived abroad. I was like for a few weeks out, maybe. I know, I'm just trying. I think the part of learning young was part of it, but I'm also listening to the English stuff. I think I watch or read. I try to do this in English, so maybe that's the reason. Right, next thing we check, manifold pressure should go up. So it's going up when we cycle the prop, and the last thing we check is the oil pressure. And now I always need to think. So in the single, when the governor fails, we want the prop to go flat, so the springs should make the prop flat. So when the prop goes flat, this means the oil is going out of the prop hub and into the engine oil system, so the pressure should go up. It's actually going down here, but I wonder if it's simply linked to, yeah, it looks like the oil pressure is linked to the RPM. And I'm not sure how it works in other planes, but in the one I flew, the oil pressure was pretty constant, no matter the RPM. So because of that, there was this noticeable change in oil pressure because of the RPM governor. Right, so that's checked. Right, back to 2000-ish. Right, it don't need to have it spot on because it takes 2 business days. Magnetos, left both, right both. And we check the drop, max 175, max difference 50. Right. Left, so that's 110 drop. Back to both. 970. Let's give it a moment, and then to right. And that's a 70 drop. So there is actually like a 20-30 difference. It sounds like an LDL. It actually does. This is what this engine sounds like, more or less. So I'm super happy about it sounds here. Also, I'm not too crazy about the sim sounds because I just don't like noise. So don't pay that much attention, but I like when the sounds are giving me some information, like if the engine is running roughly, you know, these kind of things. So I like that it's giving me some information, and on the startup that was spot on. Right, now throttle idle. Confirm smooth running engine. But I think this is the fun part. Let's get the ping pong off. I'll make it louder for you. Now it runs pretty smoothly. Alright. Fuel pump on. Trim flaps flight controls. Ah, I forgot about the trim. So let's fix our trim situation. So I'll get it up so the alternator doesn't complain. If the RPM is too low, the alternator simply doesn't have enough RPM to provide enough power, and that's why the warning is there. So I want to go G's, trim. Right, elevator trim up, nose up. There you go. Elevator trim down, nose down. There you go. Okay, now Bravo. Elevator trim up, nose up. There we go. And elevator trim down, nose down. Alright, as I said, so hopefully it works now. Alright, this works and this works. Cool, it's set to take off. Let's check the wrench, free movement here. The cat is out of the back. So the thing is, you need to like move your knees to the sides, otherwise you don't have the room. I forgot to bolt my the screws in my joystick got a bit loose, and it's making weird sounds whenever I move it too hard. So on the side I have nav graph dialed in like this, just so you know. Trim flaps flight controls checked. Before takeoff checklist completed. Alright. Now, lineup we can do, but the climb and cruise we pretty much have to well, at least the climb we pretty much have to remember, because there's not enough time to read through that. Right, so let's line up. Actually, I think we need to read that. So, lights on, which means position taxi, all lights on. Basically, let's put it this way. Transponder, let's double check if it's alt. So we got oh, it's showing alt here. Transponder alt. Get this alert window off. Pitot heat as required. Let's get it on. Working brake release. I should get a habit of ticking this after I do that. Approach sector check clear. Are you asking? Right, in real life I have only flown the small planes as a pilot, that is. In sim I fly both, but I fly the big planes offline, I fly the small ones on stream, because I just feel like I can give you more good information about the small ones. That's what I know pretty well, and there's not many GA streamers, so I like doing that. Right, approach sector is absolutely free, so I don't know, I think I fly them pretty much the same amount. However, on stream I prefer the GA, because that's the thing I know much better, and I like to share whatever I know. Right, runway 11. This taxing with the toe brakes, absolutely not cool. Right, runway identified, and then throttle confirm good fuel flow and RPM advance smoothly. Alright, let's check the climb checklist. So that's, well, we complete the takeoff and then we start the climb checklist. On Friday we need to fly somewhere or do some work. I know what you mean. I'm not sure the English word. Yeah, we need to fly somewhere. Friday is tomorrow. So We go flaps up, RPM 2400, lights as required, mixture max 1350 Fahrenheit, engine instrument monitor. Alright, it's a lot of numbers. 2400, 1350. Alright, let's just advance this smoothly. I like how it's shaking, it's super fun. Alright, on the green there, using the toe brakes. Wow! I tried to steer with the rudder, but I need to steer with the toe brakes. It's absolutely terrible. Wind is from the left, so I need small left aileron input. Airspeed alive. And rotate. Right, we keep the VUI. Right, 300 feet. Let's reduce the power to 2400. Geez, okay. Flaps up. Keep the airspeed. I'll read the chat message in a sec. And let's lean the throttle a bit. Or do we see there's CHT? Is there EGT? Right, and the rain is absolutely terrible. Right, I think we can get to this 1100. It will be okay. So it's just the rain limiting the visibility. Maybe I didn't choose the best place to fly. We'll see, we'll see. Is there auto thrust in the small planes? No, there is zero auto thrust, unless you consider yourself to be auto thrust. You know, there is the CPU, the servo mechanism. So no auto thrust. Which can be a problem sometimes, because those autopilots are not very clever and they will kill you if you let them. So they will very gladly stall the plane if you ask them to do something the plane cannot do. You end at 12 on Friday. Wow, 12 is nice. This guy, school is not fun. Alright, we don't need those lights. That's about it. So, flaps arm, RPM, fuel pump, lights, mixture. Oh. Max 1350. So I think we need to get to the engine page. And there we go. And there is the EGT only here. Doesn't want to go that low. Actually, we were below 1350. Yeah, I think we're good. This guy not holding altitude. Alright, let's settle on 1500. 1350 Fahrenheit, yeah, Fahrenheit. It's just a number. So don't worry about the units so too much. Number is number. That's all in it. Right. Line is super cool. I'm not sure why this message about the controller is popping up there. So I'll get the sounds a bit quieter. Actually, I'll bring back my usual filters. We'll see how this works. Alright, I think it works. Okay. Oh, this guy, not looking where he's flying. And me train down. Come on, plane, trim down. No, this guy. Also, I have a new joystick, so I'm not super used to that. I have a Wing Orion 2 with an extender, so it's very long. It's pretty much as long as in a real plane most of the time, depending on the plane that is. And it's super nice and fun, but I'm still not very used to it, so it feels a bit awkward to fly it sometimes. Oh, there was a cruise checklist. Cruising for a bruising. It's worth buying the Wing. I mean, if you have the money, it's fantastic, but it's pretty expensive, so whatever works for you. I have the Wing Orion 2, but there's another Wing, the Airbus one, which costs only 50 euro, which is 200 Polish zloty, and I think it's great, so I can recommend that. You know which one? The Wing Boeing one. It's super good, but yeah, and joystick will work, so consider your budget, consider what you need, look for some reviews, and make your decision. You see, Stream Elements is on the spot, is what I mentioned. Right, I think that's where I stop reading the checklist, pretty much. So, power, leaning, alternate there, instrument. Right, next we have descent, mixture, jazz, engine monitors, approach, final. Right, I don't feel too brave today, so let's dial in some direct. I want this stream to work. Come on, stream. Oh, of course, it stopped working. Direct Cat 5. Directs. There we go. Right, maybe it's not the best place to test out the new aircraft with this weather. I think we're cool. So let's see, descent, just mixture, approach, fuel-less tank, parking brake release, lights required, fuel pump on, landing data, altimeters, com, nav, FMS, power, final, flaps landing, RPM, hey, RPM, mixture full reach, after landing, red close, transponder lights, flaps, P2 hit. Right, so that's the normal stuff, so I can deal without having that. And the visibility is not going great. This guy not holding the altitude. English weather. Yeah, it is the English weather. But we're in Canada. It's Canadian weather. It's raining. Canadian cats and Canadian dogs. The Labradors. It's raining cats and Labradors. I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. And Canadians in chat, correct me if I'm wrong. We love Canada, don't worry about it. Yeah, this guy chose great weather to try. The maple syrup weather. Yeah, you bet. Actually, let's try the plane. So what do we need? Also my refresh rate on the Garmin seems pretty low. Alright, I need some rudder in the turns, which is great, because some of the default planes, they don't need any rudder in turns, which is a bit bizarre. I can't handle my altitude for the life of me. You know what, it flies like a plane. Well, what else can I say? I hate these Garmin noises, but it's because I'm flying awkward. Right, stream is working finally. I think we need some more power. was the maneuvers. So that's 45-degree. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bank. I need a lot of rudder input, which I like. Right, I'm not best at 60-degree bank turns. Let's try it nevertheless. Actually, I think it flies pretty sweet. I don't need too much input there with the joystick. Right. I don't feel very comfortable with this plane doing the steep turns, but there we go. It works. We should check some slow flight, although it's a bit low for doing that. However, why not try it? Just go to the first sign of buffet and then recover. I would not try it this low in a real plane. Need to go in a sec. It's cool. No worries, no worries. Thanks for watching, thanks for chatting. I do appreciate it. Nice to have you here. I hope you enjoyed. No worries. Feel free to take your time off, turn everything off, relax. We all need that, and I know it's pretty late. I'm just night animal. There is the stall warning. I like how it also changes the volume of the stall warning. Right, it's getting a bit dizzy, not keeping the heading. And I'm almost, yeah, and I'm full aft, and it's just thinking a lot about also throttling. Alright, so it doesn't stall as such. Which I'm happy with. It's quite possible the plane will behave like that. Cool stuff. I really like it. Stall warning, but like cat meowing. Yeah, pretty much. You get the idea. Right, speaking of, we're going to cats. Let's go. Full heads. So we go 2400. Let's see how fast this can go. Manifold pressure is in the green. The manifold pressure is green until up to a very high value. So that's interesting. So yeah, that looks like max continuous power, which is a lot of power, to be honest. I didn't check the cat's elevation. Mm-hmm. 225, alright. So it should be somewhere over here. And we have runway 11. All right. Where is the thing? It should be somewhere on our right. On our left, sorry. Oh, there it is, just below us. I think there's runway 09. No, hang on, there's another one as well? No. Alright, just looking the side, not looking where I'm flying. Is a recipe for a big problem. Jeez, I can't read the number. Let's double check in Navigraph. So, airports. Info, open airport, runways. 06241129. I think you can go with the 06, it looked a bit better. For some reason, I thought it's the smaller one. There's the 11. I don't like the look of it. It's expensive, Oh, this thing, the tracker. It is pretty expensive, to be honest, so I really like it. There's also Toby, which doesn't need the stick on your headphone. There's few other cheaper options, so just have a look what's out there and think if you need it. Because there are cheaper options. I think there are also some options that just use the webcam right now, so you can also have a look at that, and they're free. There's also the open track, which might be able to do it with webcam only, so go have a look at that. I really like this thing, but to be honest, it is pretty expensive, so... Alright, sailing this altitude. I don't remember if I did set my refresh rate of the Garmin's to low, because it's definitely looking a bit low. Alright, so we enter overhead here. Let's just set this to 060. Good enough. So now we can do our trick from the last time. Actually, can we? No, we're done. So I'll just go to OBS mode and set this to 060. There we go. So it's not giving us the extended runway center line, which is a bummer. Right, skip the altitude. I need more power here. So I need to kill my app for wing because it's vibrating the stick and I don't like it. Oh no, it's just permanently vibrating it. Alright, stop on the runway and I'll fix it there. Right, speed for first notch of flaps is 108. I have a problem flying this thing straight and level. Mostly because of the weather situation? I know. Let's get the lights on. Right, mixture is full reach. Prop forward. Now I don't see that other runway. I do see it on the Garmin though. First notch of flaps. Alright, I'm not feeling very comfortable here. My field of view is super limited. And the runway is just between the trees, so I don't see it very well. I'll go full flaps here, so I don't speed up early. And the runway is just coming in here. What do we need for final check here? Oh, I forgot the fullest tank. So the fuel pump is on. Actually, there was no fuel pump off, or maybe there was in the after takeoff checklist, and I seem to forgot it. I like turns like that. Yeah, me too. I like this place like this. But I think there's not many people living here, so it might not be the best place to live. No, it's just very remote. I feel like we have crossing from the right. Gauging on our light path. I'm not sure. Right, I think we'll just glide on idle here. Oh man, this runway is small. Alright, perfect. Oh, that is how you do not land. So we definitely need a bit more practice in this plane. I think we'll choose the bigger runway. 5 times. Yeah. Bummer. Bouncy. I will blame my new stick that I'm not used to, but in reality it's just me not doing the right thing. It likes to skip. Yeah, I absolutely failed it. I'm sure. Come on, winning stick, stop vibrating. I don't like it. Not now. Oh no. How do I do that? So there is this wing up, which has all the automation, and it just started doing that. And it surprises everyone who gets their hardware now. So, alright, it stopped doing that, so now I can just kill it. So, bye bye. Alright, I think we'll go there to the runway 11, is it? Let's get the flaps into the first notch. Let's get to this bigger runway. It's gonna be much better. Taxing in the thing, atrocious. Anyway, the plane's super cool. It's fairly simple, but I think it's simulated very well. I didn't check if the circuit breakers all do what they should do and so on. But I don't feel like doing that today. Right, I have to go. Bye bye. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to have you here. And happy Friday to everyone. I think we're not gonna get the runway here. Oh no. So either we missed it or they do not cross. Where's the other runway? Right, let's take out this runway. Just riding this plane with the toe brakes on takeoff, because the rudder doesn't have the full effectiveness as you start rolling, so we need to ride the toe brake, which is hilarious. Right, taking off with the wind wasn't the smartest idea ever, but we're gonna make it. There's some dark clouds. Yeah, it's just Canada for you. Don't worry about it. I'm not feeling very comfortable, but we're fine. We're gonna be fine. So let's see. Select approach. Visual 1-1. Enter. Enter. There we go. hide this thing. So now we have the real extended runway center line. We happy. I often do is just dial in the airport and use the obvious feature, but we found out last time that sometimes it can be significantly off center line. So now that I am aware, I did the right thing and chose the approach from the menu. And we have it on the map, which helps my situational awareness, because if I'm not that good with figuring out our runways, at least I can see it here. Jeez, flaps up. Get that to the left tank, it's already there. Let's see. So. See, there's the rainbows. We're gonna be good. Right, let's settle down. Flaps first notch. Lights on, fuel pump on. And there's runway. Flaps full. So maybe I can make it better this time. It's just most of the flight I'm using very small inputs, and then in the flare I need a lot of backstick pressure, and that's what got me last time with all the 5 landings. Also, we were a bit fast on the approach, so that was another reason, and I just tried to slam it. Alright, Cat 5 approach for you. There we go. I also need to dial in the window option. Right, 70 knots. Seems okay. This runway looks a bit odd. I wish the default airfields in Misfits were as good as X-Plane, but we're not there yet. Right, idle, pull. Now I have a hard time gauging our altitude. Now this is looking better. Alright. So smooth, I didn't even notice when we landed. And I forgot prop forward. Alright, positive prominence. I want to double check this refresh rate for the Garmin's. It's throwing me off. I might have intentionally lowered it. Nah, did that. We have do. Hold the stick. Right. So for reducing the power, we don't need to reduce the manifold pressure, which is a bit different to any other plane I know. We just need to reduce the prop, and full manifold pressure is still good. Flaps up, fuel pump off, lights off. Alright, that was much better. Me happier. The weather is clearing up. I forgot to make the crosswind, so let's make a dogleg here, if that is the name for it. Why the engine wasn't happy for a second there? I'm not sure. Right, also smashed the 1200, so let's go on that. Now, that's a missed approach segment, and I don't remember what's the distance here, so full full line. Is that like 1 mile or whatever? I don't really know. So this 2.5 miles, so we are definitely lower than 1 mile. Yeah, it's like 0.75. If I activate this approach again. Ah, there we go. Right. Definitely passed the threshold, so lower the throttle, prop forward, speed check, flaps first notch, fuel pump on, lights on. I'm also struggling with the trim. I'm not trimming it at all. I will blame my new setup again. There's the runway. Alright, final check. Fuel tank. So left the fueler 1, gear fixed, mixture forward, prop forward, lights on, flaps full. Oops, a bit too fast. Not good whatsoever. Alright, now we're good speed. Let's reduce that speed to, I think 65 knots is what I'm comfortable with, like the VY. And the sounds are super nice, the sounds of the engine. The Garmin beeps, driving me crazy, because I don't fly. I fly on altitude all the time. Pretty wild. I think I know where we go next. This little island. Charlie Yankee Alpha Lima. Let's go there next. It's gonna be fun. Right, the wind is definitely coming from the left. So we need some left aileron, right rudder. Wait, am I reading this correctly? I think I am. Speed looks okay. Alright, let's try to make it even better this time. So, round out, going to idle, and pull. There we go. Not perfect, but good enough. Flaps up 1 notch. Throttle smoothly advanced to full. Rotate. Nicely done. Yeah, finally. The first one is absolutely atrocious. Anyway. Oh, step on the brakes. So my flip-flops got blocked there for a sec. Right, to reduce power, so just prop goes to 24. Flaps up, fuel pump off, lights off. Right, let's go direct there. Charlie Yankee Alpha Lima. Right, controls do not work, we are in that mode, keyboard mode. It's weird that you can fly this plane on full throttle. Anyway, if it works, it works. Oh, it's so close. So it's gonna be somewhere over there. Alright. Let's maybe check the autopilot. We haven't done that yet. So, flight director on. Alright. Flight director is now matched. Autopilot on. And we are in roll and pitch mode. So let's go to vertical speed mode. And nav. Yay! I can finally relax. I forgot we can do that. So, reason I did that is so we can update the Volanta. Oh, actually, Volanta is... well... Alright, let's check it. We're going from Cat 5 to... oh... to... Charlie Alpha Lima. There we go. Wow, we're getting there pretty fast. Right, autopilot off, flight director off. Let's see where we are. So, whoop. There's the airfield runway 29. No, 09. Right, take 09. So let's dial this to 09. Jeez, I need to get my switches mapped, otherwise it's absolute madness trying to turn those knobs in sim. See, the weather is great. Let's do a low pass. Oh, awesome. Do you want any external views? I hardly ever do that. Oh, we'll not do a low pass. So now the cool trick is if you leave plane bank in a bank going up, it will not stall on you, just level off. Right, fuel pump on, lights are on, you'll stay on left, speed check, flaps 1 notch, let's call flaps takeoff. Need to fly in VR again. I feel much more connected to everything flying in VR. So where's the airport exactly? Oh, there it is. Speed check, flaps full. My flying is still a bit wonky. I can't get used to this new stick, which is, I think, more realistic, and it requires more finer movements. I don't know, it's just a bit odd. I think we need to do something about those trees. I thought, well, we need our Sinner gateway. Jeez, the trees. Right, let's pretend they're not here. Right, round out, rolling back to idle. That's a bit high. Pull, 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 pull. It was okay-ish. Right, flaps up one notch, full throttle. Rotate. There you go. Step on the brakes. Positive climb, step on the brakes. Touch and go. Perform a touch and go, landing at 2 different airports in a single session. Amazing. Achievement unlocked. I did not see that coming. I absolutely did not. That's saying 1,000 to go. What do we do? Let's do a... Right. Flaps up. I forgot prop forward. Lights off. Let's do a loopy loop around this island. Right, plane is super cool. I haven't tried everything in too much details yet. Maybe one day. Howdy, Tori, how are you doing? We are checking out new plane on my second StreamVersary. Happy days. The new plane is super cool, I really like it. How long have we been up? 2 hours, alright. Feeling a bit tired, but I think I also have another new plane in stock, so maybe we're gonna try it out. And it's on a different sim. I don't think we've ever done that on stream. So let's try it. Oh, I forgot the fuel pump. No. Lights on. Where's the airfield? There it is. Right, throttle idle, prop forward, mixture forward. Maybe it's not the best idea landing with the wind. I think it's not the best idea. Right, let's make a low circuit over here. Right, speed check, flaps, approach. I'll reduce the prop for the time being. Standing for the FIA written. Good luck. Cruise navigation question. The map problem are difficult. Yeah, I know. Godspeed to you. I bet you're gonna do great. Good stuff. I should probably try this as well at some point. I guess I'll learn a ton. Now the runway is hidden there between the trees. I'm trying to gauge where we need to turn. Right, still a bit early, so maybe about now. Let's do it. I feel like flying the real plane's a bit easier. I'm not sure why. Speed check, flaps full. The trees are not here. These are fake trees. Don't worry about it. Right, idle, round out. Whoa. Need to be a bit more delicate here. There we go, nicely done. Right, I think I'm getting used to that stick also. Still a bit odd. I think there's some place for our to park over there. Also the center line. It would be nice to use it. We paid it. We paid for it. We could as well use it. Left or right, left or right, left or right. I don't know. Also pretty cool having some homes around here. Also, no idea what the real scenery looks like. I think we're gonna be team right. Yeah, let's be team right. So we'll go for a T on the right here. So landing off, strobe off. Right. Let's park around here. Parking brake set. Let's go back to the checklist. Alright, post-flight, parking, brake set, engine instruments, in green, avionics master off, throttle 1000 RPM. Right, ignition confirm grounding off shortly both. So we just check if the switch is operational. That's a cool thing to check after the flight. I've never seen it in any checklist. So, if you don't know, the way this thing is constructed, if you cut the cable between the switch and the engine will just keep running. So it's like fail-safe in that manner. So if you just rip the switch off the plane, the engine will keep running. That's how the magnets are. So to get the magnets off, you can actually need to connect the cables. And when the magnets are on, the cables are disconnected. So it's safer, you know. If someone rips off the switch or cuts the cable, engine is still running. So that's why they had to check that whoever flies next will be able to kill the engine if they really need to. Right, mixture cut off. Engine off. I forgot the fuel pump and flaps up, so let's do that quickly. Text lights off as well. Lights except strobe off. Electrical consumers. So pitot hint. Right. I think we missed the alternator. I think alternator should go off before mixture cut off. Battery off. ACL strobe. It's anti-collision lights. That's what ACL stands for. And we're done. Speeds power table. That's pretty cool. I like it, so we can fiddle with this in cruise. And look at this checklist. The tips. Cabin lighting. Toggle cabin lights by pressing the airspeed indicator needle. Okay. That's interesting. It's the 3 lights over here, so that's why. So we don't need to look over there. We can just press this here. Oh, that's pretty clever. Headphone simulation. It's here. Alright, so we actually had it off. Warm up, 1000 RPM for 2 minutes, ground lean, set 1000 RPM, pull mixture back until engine runs rough, push mixture until engine runs smoothly. Taxi, use your toggle landing gear button to switch steering assist modes. Okay. Hey, that's pretty cool to have the tips here. So basically they skipped having some part of the manual and just put it in the checklist. I super like that. And there's one more thing. So if you go to engine and click menu, there's failure spot, state saving, engine damage, realistic parking brake. There is realistic parking brake. I love it. Engine starter with mixture. So I think that is realistic when it's on off.
TOS
Panel
system
shake,
test.
reset damage,
Okay.
reset failure, trim speed. This is a wriggle. I like this. Anything else? Must just on our Discord. And there's the link. How's that studio/Discord. It's a wriggle. I like the plane. We haven't flown a lot, but I think we'll keep doing that in future. Although, you know, I have started so many things and never finished them, so we never know. Let's get to the new toy. And the new toy is an X-plane. I hope it's gonna work. So let's quit this. I'll change the title. There's a nice Tecnam in the back for you. Explain 12. It's funny, explain 12 pop-ups twice. That's weird. There's two categories called explain. Right, I think we're gonna be in the correct one. There's 4 viewers and 4.2 followers. The other one has just 570 followers. So I think we're in a good one. The title should be updated now. Alright, DMAX Tecnam P2002JF. And let me start the bloody thing. Able to work. I haven't run it in forever, so we'll see. We'll see. Stay with me. Holy hell. Right, I'll just start it and change the resolution. So actually, maybe I can switch the capture already. Explain. There it is. It's booting up. Just free. Do we stay in that resolution or do I switch it to 4K? I sort of want to switch it to 4K. So let's go to settings. Yeah, this is my monitor setup. And right, resolution. Oh, it would be nice to actually be here. Where's the resolution I need? Ah, there it is. So we take this bad boy. Alright, my sound died for a second, so I was scared the sim or stream also died. New flight. New flight. I'll be explaining things in explain. So P2002JF. Alright, why is there 2 of them? So that's XP1201 P2002. And that's the same thing. Why is there 2 of them? Alright, weight, balance and fuel. I'm not super up to speed with X-Plane. So we take all the fuel we need. That says 4 hours 50 minutes. I actually flew this plane for 5 hours and still had plenty reserve. But I was flying like 70 knots, which is very low fuel burn. Right, we go to Portland because that's the default airfield in X-Plane, and it's pretty nice. I think that's Portland Municipal KPLD. No, it's Portland International KPDX. Start. There is a customize here. Yeah, there is customize. Oh, let's go somewhere. I don't know. Here. I know where we normally start. Left and right. Cargo. I think they don't like the small planes over here. Tie down. GA. Size C. Looks good to me. Weather. Light weather. Download real weather. There we go. Time of day. Track real world time of day. Done. Start flight. Alright, we'll take care of that in a second. Start flight. You are not deaf. I have been muting for who knows how long. Thanks, Evertom. I just have this thing here on top of my... I can click it and it's off, and whenever I need to clear my throat, I turn it off, and then I forget to turn it on. So... I was saying... yeah, you're an X-Plane. Tecnam 1002, which I flew in real life for quite a long time. We just booted up, turned off some plugins I don't need, and let's have a look. I haven't used X-Plane in quite a while, so I'm not up to speed with everything. So yeah, that's a little plainy plane. I've been flying this small bad boy for many hours in real life. It's super fun. I really like it. It has great visibility. I prefer the long wing aircraft, but I know some people prefer the high wing. So, looks pretty nice on the outside. Also, I just noticed to have those covers here. Who has a cover on whatever that thing is? Is that a static wig cover? I have never ever seen one in my life. So we need to find a way to get rid of them. That would be nice. Also, what does the table say? Alright, no real connections here. So we're done. Thanks for letting me know about the mic. I would have totally missed it. So there's the cabin. Yeah, we can open it. So it has 3 locks. There's lock 1 over here, 1 over here, and 1 over here. It just goes back. Those thingies here are the lights that you can use for your map or whatever you please. Yeah, you go out here and there is a step. There is a step where on the front. So there's a step here and a step here. So you go out through the front. Tiny the plane, but I really love it. It has been super cool to fly with it. But the flight school is transitioning to Tecnam's 2008, which are the high wing. They're also cool, but they're different. There is a place for my documents or whatever. Whoa, I heard the helicopter, but it was the real helicopter, not in a sim. I was confused. Now. Oh, there's a microphone. We didn't have one like that. There's parking brake. Fuel selector. Alright. I think we need to map some things, so let's do that. I do have some profiles. So let's clone this profile. Create new profile. Stick plus Bravo. Alright. I need to remember whenever I mute the mic, I need to look back and see if it's actually unmuted. That's the new name. Now, alright, we are on this guy. Oh, it's actually not working. Hang on, calibrate now. Oh, because it's the rudder pedals. Right, and toe brakes. I'll leave this thing alone. It's technically where the center is. Done. So, this is rudder. Or rudder, which is yo. This is left toe brake. And this is the right toe brake. What do all the buttons do? Nobody knows. Alright. Now we go this guy. Let's calibrate it. Left, right, forward, aft. There is those small things that I will notice anyway. What are the remaining 2 axes? And there's one over here. I think that's it. The one more is just an ignore axis. Right, let's try to put it in the center. All good. Perfect. So, this is elevator, which is pitch. This aileron, which is roll. And that's about it. Right, also needs trim up. So this is gonna be trim up. Trim. Electric trim servo. No. Elevator trim. Elevator trim. Trim. Pitch trim. Pitch trim up. Electric trim rocker switch. Okay. This guy is gonna be trim down. Pitch trim down. Electric trim rocker switch. Apply. Done. So in this plane, there is electric trim, and if I remember correctly, there is no trim wheel as such. How do I move around here? Oh, just with the arrows. Yeah, there is no trim wheel as such. So if you get into trim runway position, you need to cut it off, and there is a button somewhere, but I forgot where it is. Also, it's Rotex engine, so there is a choke for starting it. There is carpet as well, so let's try to map it. Also, let me remember my X camera. If I enable it, if I go my X camera settings, there is some place to enable track IR. I always forget where it is, and I spent 2 minutes looking for it. So it has mouse smoothing, which I really like, because it makes it smoother to look around. And I think it's in the other window. The X camera, there we go. It's not settings, it's mini control panel? No. It's control panel. Yeah, there's two of them, and I never know which is which. And I think there's enable track IR here. Perfect. Now we're talking. Except, hang on, I need to switch my profile on the track IR. So we go to my track IR and we switch my profile, so I have my keys bound, and now it's working. Also, yeah, the Volanta is recognizing where we are. So I think we'll just stick with that, and we'll go to the same place. KPDX. There we go. Alright, we'll just fly around. No big deal. Let's get this off. So it's not in your way. It's the wrong button. That is the right button. Right, my pose is working. Perfect. We actually need to bring it up, so never mind. New flight, KPDX. Oh, it's actually showing us here, which is good. KPDX, perfect. And all I need to know is the elevation 31, the wind. The wind, what is the wind? Open airport. Weather. This monitor is so far away I can barely see what's up there. Right, 160 at 3. So wind is barely non-existent. Overcast 015. Good enough for degree 3017. Alright, I'll keep this for myself. So if the wind is non-existent, we can just take off wherever. This runway is hella long, so we're gonna be fine either way. Um, 3017. About here. Yeah. Yay, good stuff. Now, if only I can figure out how do we get rid of those pitot covers. That would be great. I think that did the job. Right, let's go look outside. Shift F4. I can actually click them. I didn't think that this would be possible. Right. One interesting thing about this aircraft is it has full... I forget the name, but the full moving stabilizer. Like it's one plane, and this is a trim tab, but I don't remember if it's combined with anti-servo tab as well, which will give you more load. So I don't remember if it's moving on its own when you're moving the elevator. I forgot. It might be just trim tab. I just don't remember. The rudder is also moving, but you wouldn't be able to move it on the ground because it's hardwired to nose wheel, and there is so much friction. Hey, best viewers, thanks. We have all the best viewers we need. Don't worry about it. Right. Yeah, checking if we can click anything else. So there's fuel tank here. We can open it, and you can look if there's any fuel. But if it's like half full, you won't see very much of the fuel. So it can be a bit tricky to fill it up sometimes. The fuel caps go on and off. There is a... Aha! There is stall sensor here, and then when I click it, it goes up, so I can actually listen for it if it works. There is the small little Rotax engine inside, so you open that here and you check the oil level. You open the other side and you check the coolant level. And if the coolant is there, we can open it from here. Yeah, there is the ELT in the back, the first aid kit, some space for cargo, which is just my flight bag, not much. So, looks pretty okay. There's something here. But I think that's just weight and balance. Nah. Good enough. So with the parking brake, whenever you come in, you need to unlock it. Step on those toes. Hard, unlock it. I'm having a hard time to hit it. Well, I think I'll just bind it to some key, so hang on, let's do it. So we go options. I forgot to bind the throttle anyway. So we go to Bravo. Jeez, calibrate now. Okay. So let's do this. All right, we'll get this lever to be our throttle. Throttle 1. Good enough. So I'll get parking brake to this. So this parking brake on. Speed brake. Where is parking brake? Uh-oh. Now I'm confused. Oh, there is maybe in the DMAX. Toggle ground chocks, move the fuel selector, toggle left fuel, move ignition, toggle pitot cover, toggle ground ropes. I'll double check if we have any ground ropes installed right now. But not here. Ah, I'm confused. Where's the brakes? Maybe the brakes is on the axis. Weird. Let's try this. Do we have a parking brake here? I highly doubt it. Custom commands, rudder, co-pilot, gun, camera, view, cowl flaps, reverse, mixture, prop, throttle, backup throttle, toe brakes, cowl flaps, carb hit. Let's just get carb hit to this one. So that's my last one to the right. First one is the throttle. Where's my parking brake? Bummer. Right, I think we'll lift with a parking brake today. I'm still puzzled where it can be. No. Must be somewhere. So let's make it do nothing first. All brakes maximum regular. Maybe that's parking brakes. Maybe that lever is not doing what I'm expecting it to do. Alright. I managed to pull it. Alright, step on the brakes. I see, when I'm stepping on the brakes, it just doesn't work. Alright, bummer. Hey, parking brake is set. This is closed, so let's get it on. Master on. All those engine instruments came up to life. They feel like indicates for a pretty wonky in this aircraft. So initially they do not go down, then they go down in this area pretty well, and then they don't go down again. So it's a bit weird readings. Alright, battery is showing 13 volts. Amps are showing negative, so it's discharging the battery. Cool. I won't focus too much. I'll just get it flying today. So, nav lights on. Let's just see. Alright, this is inverted, this is inverted. So 1 second, I'll just correct that. So we go to cancel here, and we go to our axis in reverse axis here, reverse axis here, and we're done. Perfect. Oh, what's this guy doing? It's not doing anything. Right, so we need choke on. I think left and right is how we get it on. So left is on. Throttle goes to idle. Carpet goes to off, which is forward. Right, we can step on the brakes, get the fuel pump on, verify the fuel pressure is green. Get this to start. Off. And we need to check all pressure is rising and in the green. Get this to the RPMs are the engine RPMs, because there is a gearbox, and the engine runs much higher RPM than the prop, so I'm used to having the prop RPM indicated, not the engine RPM indicated. So I think it's basically 2 to 1, give or take. Giant run, choke off. Normally when you get choke off, the RPM drops, so that is not simulated at all. No, it is simulated. Hang on. It actually goes... I'm not sure. Something changes. Anyway, don't want the choke. Avionics master on. There is autopilot here. Oh no, I don't know how to reset my camera. Cockpit. Pilot view. Alright. Transponder standby. Actually, I forgot the strap for starting the engine, but that's okay. And our oil temperature needs to rise before we take off, so it will probably take some time for it to rise. In the meantime, we can probably taxi. Oh, we have the Garmin here, which is cool. We have the whole Audi panel. It's interesting that when you switch the mic, it turns off the receiving as well. Alright, the cabin lights, instrument lights. Garmin seems to be connected to that. LED. I think this will be those LEDs here. So, don't want the lights right now. Let's double check this. So this is showing 280. It's heading back, and do I need to push you? Oh. Right, 280. It's definitely not as high fidelity as we have in Misfits, but this aircraft is not in Misfits. Anyway, let's get this to alt, and I think we can start rolling. Let's find the runway. Yay! Feels like home. I miss this plane. I flew it a lot. It's super fun plane to fly. It's small, it's nice. I love it. There is no taxi light, so we use taxi light. Well, we use landing light as our taxi light. I'll get the trim into takeoff position. Alright, so now the trim indicator is showing takeoff position. Let's roll up. Whoa. This track. Let's find the runway. I think there is taxiway to the runway over there. So let's go over there. Yay! Makes me happy to see the familiar cockpit again. I flew so many hours in this plane. Also, I don't remember which variant I flew the most. One of them was Steam Guide, just like here, but we had different Garmin. We actually had the small version of this one, plus some funny moving map, and the other one was G500, which I think they don't have a version for X-Plane with the G500, which is G1000 smaller cousin, if you will. Right. Parking brake set. Let's check. Both tanks are full, so we can do the run-up, which is fairly simple. Also, I don't know the number here. I think it was 1650 in my engine, so let's do twice that, so that will be 33. So around here. Right. left. Right, there's a drop of 50. Back to both. It's going back up. Now right. Right, that's within limits. Carb hit on. There is a drop. That's it. So let's get P20, strobe light, transponders alt. Let's release that parking brake. Oh, it's actually released now when I step on the brakes. Interesting. I think I don't get this brake system in X-Plane. Runway is clear over there and clear over there. The flap here works in a peculiar way, so you just hold it for the flaps to keep moving. I'm not sure how that is implemented in here. Yeah, I think it's actually implemented correctly. I can't put the view so that you see the flap lever and the flaps as well. So you see, you have to hold it for the flaps to move. Right. So let me change the binding for that. Oh, seems like I didn't set the binding. Flaps and pump flaps up a notch, flex first detent. Where's the flaps hold? I think down a notch is what I need. And flaps up a notch. Flaps up a notch. Right, let's see how this works. Yeah, when I hold it, it goes down. When I stop holding it, it stops going down. That's what how it actually works in this plane. Now, where's the flap indicator? Ah, it's over here. So, flaps take off. Perfect. And we can see them down. Can do the control check as well. Left, right. Can we see the tail? Right. And see if the stick is not hitting me too hard. Cool. Sounds are a bit wonky, but still. Line is here and I love it. I think I need to set my base FOV a bit more off so I can zoom out more, but it's fine for now. Alright. Line up, let's see, we show 285, 285, so we're good. Throttle full, more right rudder, engine instruments in the green, airspeed alive, rotate, and flying. As easy as that. I didn't check the altimeter, so right, I would keep a bit higher speed. .300 feet. Now reduce power. It was in the green already. Flaps up. Whoa. Pull the stick and get the trim up. Flaps are up and landing lights off. There we go. Good day to fly. My trusty little plane. I have missed you so much. Alright, one thing, I need to get this FOV. So hang on, we go to graphics. I think the FOV settings was somewhere over here. click to edit, lateral field of view, vertical field of view. Oh, it's fine. They change both. No, I think it has some impact on the frame rate, depending on what's the highest setting that I put. So what do we say? 120? Because that's how much I can zoom out. I like zooming out a lot. Yay! Little plane. It flies. Man, brings back memories. This wing view. I have so many photos of this wing view. I don't know. I like this plane. It's small, it's cute, I like it. So having this long stick is super cool, but mounting it, it's not that easy. Oops. Don't do that at home. I mean, don't do that whenever you're not at home. It feels so good. I would love to have this plane in Misfits 2020 or 2024, but do not have it. Also, I kinda like the X-Plane scenery. I don't know, it has so much more objects that look more natural and more at home. So I really like it. Also the mountains in distance look much sharper. The only thing I don't like is the anti-aliasing or lack thereof, but there is some ways to work around it, which I'll try next time maybe. And see, this plane I can hold altitude. How does that work? In Misfits I have such a hard time, and here it works. It might also be the downdraft and updraft situation. Alright, we're abeam. Oh, I forgot the fuel pump, so fuel pump on, reduce throttle, landing light on. Now, I don't remember speed for the first notch of flaps. Maybe it's in the manual here. No, it's not. So, 7th should be fine. Might asking what class I have time in. A lot. So I started my training on Botan, then I was obviously flying the Puchacz, then my first single glider was Pirat, and I love this glider. It's ugly, everyone hates it, it flies a bit weird, but it's a joy to fly, and it's always free because no one wants to fly it, so I super like Pirat. I also flew Junior, single-seater. I flew PW5, the single-seater, but very briefly. So I think I have most of my time in Pirat and Junior. And I flew Percos. I also flew Foca 5 quite a lot. And I think that's it. So yeah, quite a few. Yeah, the Pirat and Junior I think I have the most time. The Foca 5 as well I have quite a lot of time. And the twins, Botan and Puchacz. Super nice gliders, all of them. Really love them. I have been flying in over 10 years, the gliders. I kind of miss it, but to get my rating back, I will need to spend a significant time at airfield. And it's a bit hard to do this when you're working, so... that's how it is. Also, I feel like this white arc is a bit loud, because I remember we were doing 70 knots with first notch of flaps. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Speed check, flaps full. Oh, actually need to hold it. And stick forward. Good lineup you got there. Yeah, a lot of gliders. I really love the gliders. I wish I did it more and not stop doing that, but well, moving around the country for the university didn't help. So at some point I stopped doing that. I wish I can do it more, but well, the way I do things is either I do it a lot or I not do it at all. So you get the idea. I think the speeds in this aircraft are indicated things super low, because I don't know, it just feels like way too low. Would it really? Maybe they got the speed from a different variant. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, car fit is also off. And there we go. So this one I don't have a hard time flying. In Misfits I have hard time flying anything. And I wonder why that is. What's different about the inputs that I'm having. Right. Round out. Start rolling back the throttle. And now as always I have a hard time gauging the height above the runway. So throttle idle. Boom. Boom. I forgot to have that full backstick input. Flaps takeoff. Positive climb. Let's accelerate to maybe 60 knots. I think something is really up with the airspeeds, but they just might be airspeeds for a different variant. That's interesting. I remember the speeds being like a bit higher. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. Right, we're over 200 feet, so reduce the power a bit. Flaps up, trim up, and film above, strobe light off. I think my flow was a bit messed up here, so we'll try to do it better next time. What do we do? Let's have a look, see around the area. And remember there's airfields just around the corner. Like just in front of us there's supposed to be airport, but in a different state. Let's go up to 1,000 feet. Yeah, there is it. There's the puppy lights. So the anti-aliasing in X-planes is really throwing me off, but other than that, I pretty much like it. The textures maybe not that great quality. I can live with that. I don't know. It feels a bit more natural to fly this for me. Also, I think we don't have this turbulence, which is maybe throwing me off in Misfits, why I'm not able to hold the altitude, but maybe that's a different reason. Right, this plane can do 100 knots, but it's super loud and noisy and shaky. So I actually preferred flying it much slower. Although when I moved from Cessna 150 to this one, I was so happy I can do 100 knots, because the Cessna 150 will just fly at 80 knots. And then in a lot of my cross countries I will just fly 70 knots, because I needed the time anyway, and that burned less fuel so I could do longer flights. Alright, actually, this plane, in X-plane, makes me super happy. Everything looks pretty good. The frame rate is not perfect, but I bet we can improve it with this lossless scaling mode. So, I know most people complain about the X-plane graphics and scenery, but honestly for me this looks pretty spot on. Like, I know, I really like it. How much do I need to zoom out? I think this is too much. This is just for screenshots, or actually for some edge cases I think I might want this. Wow, that speed. One problem I have is the RPMs. I don't remember. Well, the ones I remembered were in a different scaling because this engine RPM, not the prop RPM. And I was used very much to the prop RPM in this aircraft. I think this for the X-Plane costs like $27, which is a lot. So compared to other Misfits aircraft that we get for same price, this is definitely a lot, but I super wanted to have this because that's the one I flew in real life. But sadly, it's being decommissioned by the flight school because the 2008s are taking over, and we do have the 2008s for the flight sim Misfits, so you'll probably check it out at some point. I know, I really like the scenery. I know a lot of people complain about that scenery is this and that, but for me the vanilla X-Plane scenery is pretty okay. It has the cars, it has the buildings, it has the trees, like, looks good enough for me. Oh, there's the airfield here. So we can do one trick that we do. Just a dead stick landing, so why not? And it's super awkward position for a landing. So let's see how this works. So the prop would probably stop. If I remember correctly, the best glide was around 65. Alright, so now we're a bit far. No flaps until we are sure we can make it, but I see we can make it, so let's go flaps takeoff. And that's gonna be just enough for now. I don't know, I'm really happy with the graphics in X-Plane. It seems more seamless. Right, there we go. We'll continue with these flaps. Oh, no going ground anyway. Round out. Flare, pull. Right, that was not nearly enough flare, so we hit pretty hard. One thing I need to remember is to move my feet up, so they're on the brakes where I need them. So now let's get this to, I think, left tank, because that's the fueler one at this time. Let's get the avionics master off, because avionics don't like this changing current during startup. Generator off. There we go. Generator on. Avionics master on. Strobe on. Actually, when I get the strobe on, I think I meant the landing lights. Flaps or takeoff. Let's roll. So honestly, I feel very confident flying this plane, which I'm surprised by because I didn't expect it would be so close to what I remember. Step on the brakes. Reduce power, flaps up, trim up, fuel pump off, landing lights off, and off we go. Circle. Oh, look, there's the other airport. Makes me so happy. Oh, also there is this funky autopilot. So we had this. I didn't have autopilot in this plane, but we had this model of autopilot in Tecnam 2006, and this autopilot is super weird. I didn't love it at all, but it did the job most of the time. So let's see what it can do. Where is some autopilot master? So heading, let's click the Alt here. Okay, is there an altitude bug? I think it just has altitude hold, so that makes it a bit more difficult, because you have to click the altitude hold when you reach the right altitude. I don't think there's altitude pre-selector here. Yeah, there isn't. Jeez, it really makes me happy fly this plane in sim. It's so different. And I don't know, the view. I spent so many hours. I love it. Right, let's save some fuel. Also, do we get alternator warning? I think that only happens at low RPM. Nah, we're not gonna get that. Let's check the stall warning. So probably I could bind one of those buttons to autopilot disconnect. I don't have that. I actually really need it. Hang on. So let's take this button. Autopilot. The disco servos. It would be this probably. Disco servos, whichever side is active. Or is there autopilot off? Let's try. Off. Autopilot disconnect. Right. Autopilot disconnect servos. Whichever side is active. I think that's what we need. It worked. So, idle. Pull. Stall speed is super low. We get the warning, and it stalls like that. Cool. Good enough. Huh. Now I'm surprised. Why do I have so much trouble flying in Misfits, but I don't have trouble flying in here? I'm a bit surprised and puzzled by what's going on. Like, maybe I simply need more practice in Misfits. Let's try the steep turns, but climb first. Powiedz coś po naszemu. Ale co mam powiedzieć? Ja tak lubię po angielsku. Oh man, I was thinking about it. Someone say something and I'm like, what do I say now? What do I say now? This flying feels way more natural for me too. I mean, it feels more natural for me here in X-Plane, and I have hard time flying in Misfits, and I don't know why. Some airplanes I don't, some I do, but I don't know. Maybe it's just X-Plane is too stable, and that's why what makes it easier for me. Also, the clouds look super odd. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, Super Dumb. I do appreciate it. Where's the airfield? There it is. Right. Throttle idle, fuel pump on. Landing light on. Now, I don't remember my speeds check for the flaps here. Right, so now we can go full. Oh, there is some rain as well. Cool stuff. Geez, 50 knots doesn't seem good. I remember we had 60 knots in our checklist for final. Feels like what's the Star Wars spaceship name? Millennium Falcon, yeah. That's what the rain feels like. Oh, carb throttle. Good idea. And don't remind me again, I need to be smarter than that. So carpet is on, so we don't ice it up. Oh, we said Misfits feels way less natural for you too. I wonder what's the difference. I feel like there's some input lag. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to compare it more. But here I just feel more at home, and you saw me having so much trouble flying the Diamond just a few moments ago. Yeah, it feels like we're not moving at all, but we are moving. I think it's also the wind. Is it the wind so much? Throttle is idle all the time. That's why this an angle. Alright, round out. Let's try to gauge it properly. So pull. There we go. Actually, you need to remember to keep that back stick pressure after landing and pull all the way back. So now the stick is all the way back. Well, it's not. X-ray, it's not. Halfway back. Alright, let's get flaps take off. I think we'll do one more circuit and call it a day. But honestly, I really like this plane in the X-plane. Feels really at home, even though the avionics is not what I flew the most. I need to check the speeds in manual for the next time and the RPMs. Hey, so far so good. Alright, 200 feet, reduce power, flaps up, trim up, fuel pump off, landing light off. So, at least I remember what to do here. Let's do tight 500 feet circuit. Yeah, the plane is so slow, it feels like we are standstill in the air. But we're not, we're actually flying. I know, I forgot the carpet. Right, carpet goes off now. I'll call the landing checklist now and let's not forget that curve hit. Feel like X-Play has way better inertia, simulation airplanes are more predictable like Misfits 2024 flight model, allowing to make some nice flying aircraft. Yeah, I bet it depends a lot who makes the aircraft, how much they put into, but I know. Hard for me to judge because I'm not experimental test pilot in any way, so I'm just guessing what feels better to me. Yeah, but I think you're right about this inertia. Who knows? Right, throttle idle, fuel pump on, landing light on. We go idle so that we bleed off speed quite rapidly. Speed check, flaps take off. Now we back add the throttle back in. There's the runway. But I feel like I won't take this plane for some cross country. I honestly didn't expect it to be so much fun. Make sure to install auto. I don't feel like it. I think it's too much messing. Carpet on. I know people love it, but I'm honestly pretty happy with the default scenery, so maybe I'll try it one day. Alright, I'll probably try it one day. It's just I don't feel like I have the time to mess around with so many things. So I'm pretty happy with the vanilla, and let's roll. Right. Carpet off, flaps full. We got pretty high here. I probably need to see what the auto is about. Maybe it's actually cool. But really, I'm quite proud of what they did with autogen here. The scenery looks pretty good. And the funny thing is they had this autogen scenery way back in the day when Flight Simulator X or whatever didn't have such a good looking scenery. Alright. It was an absolute batter, but there you go. Also, the plane really drops a nose so much after touchdown, so that feels pretty nice here. I forget I need to hold the flaps. Flaps up, fuel pumps off, and we keep the landing light because that's our taxi light as well. Just get the strobe off, and transponder standby. Interesting, like all the memories come back when I fly this plane, and I have trouble with the checklist in all the other planes. Alright, the snow here looks a bit odd when we're not in flight actually. Alright, it's good enough, but maybe it's not good enough. It feels like the snow is locked to our frame of reference, and because we are not moving very fast, it's like the snow is moving with us, which looks very odd. Look, this guy is even texting on center line. Alright, I think we'll be doing more explain. I'm happy. The main reason I wanted to explain is for the pilot edge, and because I will be able to see the nameplates for the other planes. And I really miss that for VATSIM in the Misfits. Right, let's park here. So I need to release, and I think that's a bit broken in the parking brake here, but anyway. Landing light off, which is our text light. Avionics master off, generator off. There is no mixture, so in this one we just go to idle and get the key out and put it over here, I think. We used to put the key somewhere. There was some funny place. I think somewhere over here. Yeah, I think there is a hook over there where you can hang the keys. Now light off, master off, easy peasy. Good stuff. Super enjoyed it. Fun plane to fly. So now when I go back, it defaults me to this view. So I think I want my FOV a bit smaller than. I don't know. I'm still not sure which FOV is good. Maybe this one's cool. I love that view. I've seen this view for such a long time. Right, the snow is doing something super weird. Like, it's locked to the camera. Now I see why people don't like it. Huh? How weird can that be? Alright. Trust the little plane. Also, Sierra is the type name, the ICAO code for the type name. So in your flight plan, it will just be Sierra. Cool. Whoa. Let's end it here. Oh, actually, my lamp died. It's that weird lamp. Cool. Thanks for hanging out. I super enjoyed it. I didn't feel as stressed out as I usually am after a stream, so I think I'm learning how to take it easy. We did some flying. We tested 2 new planes, at least for me. Quite enjoyed it. I love being back in this small Tecnam. So let's see who we can rate. And I'll be back sometime soon, maybe. Let's see who's there to rate. I just have the music problem. So whenever the music is running for you, I cannot hear anything on Twitch as well, which is not ideal. But hey, what can we do? Zabder, how many of us are here? Not that many. 75 Spy is my go-to. Guys, always up. I super enjoy watching him. Is there anyone else? I think Jam Jam is gone. Jam Jam is super cool. If you haven't seen him, go have a look. I guess we'll go for the Spy. Unless there is further Learn to Fly, and they seem to be doing the cows, but I'm not sure. Maybe we can go there. We haven't been there in a minute. Well, let's go. Open the map. Nah, they're actually going through the surface. So let me see. I think I'm overdoing this. Is anyone flying GA? No. Let's go for the Spy. Spy this. We love Spy. Right, the raid is up. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back someday, maybe tomorrow, maybe never. We'll see about that. Thanks for hanging out. I super enjoyed it. As I said 10 times already. So, see ya. Thank you, Auditory. Let's go to the outro scene. And I will kill the music so that we can do the raid. And lo and behold, let's go for the raid. Bye bye.